somewhere in the city a YouTube guy told me that just a white wall as a background is too boring for a YouTube audience. So we're moving. Here, ladies and gentlemen, my shelf.
Hey, you're watching Andy S.
Okay, first things first, because I know that people are gonna ask, what did you do with your hand? I did sports and I hurt my wrist. And now I can't use my right hand. Like if I would do that with my right hand, I would start crying. You don't believe how hard it is to do everything with your left hand. Eating, for instance. A whole heart. Okay, so let's go back on topic. If you take a look at my awesomely organized shelf, you will see that it's not awesomely organized. So I will reorganize it so that it looks a bit better. Therefore we'll have to clean it up first. So let's do that. And we're done. About those cables, I don't want to remove them because they're necessary for my projector to work and I don't have a nicer way to put them. Let's just keep them like that. I mean, they're okay here, right? They don't look that ugly. And let's face it, cables are already one thing that describe me. Like, I'm a really, let's say, electronics. And now you can guess what I meant to say. Okay, so now I put stuff in this shelf, and the stuff of course will be something that means something to me. Let's start in the corner over here. The thing I want to put here is a disc. That's the current disc of my Ultimate Frisbee Club here in Graz.
The Augärtners.
And in case you don't know, I play Ultimate Frisbee and I really like it. So the disc goes here. You can't really see that, can you? I also like to play beach volleyball. That's an old ball, but it can be used for this disc to be more in the front. Works perfectly. Then, in the corner over here, we'll put something obvious, probably my biggest passion. Video cameras. The passion is filming, so we put video cameras here. Make sense? First camera, a Hero 2. Then, I have also a Hero 3 Black Edition. Followed by my old camcorder. I used to film all my videos with this one before I had my digital SLR. But then I also have a newer camcorder. And really good for a compact camera, this one. It's a Panasonic Lumix. I really like the optical things here. I should not touch it like that. Let's put it a little closer so that we have also space for a webcam. I do have some more cameras, but some of them are in use. And I think it's enough for this part of the shelf. And now look what I have here. A former teacher of mine made it for me. You need to do your hair as I do. And I wouldn't know where to put it if not in my shelf. So let's put it here, that little guy. What is that little guy? It's meant to be a parser. What the fuck is a parser, you ask? I wrote about it in my diploma thesis in high school. I've never shown you this thing before. Look, I'm author and co-author. Except not really. Co-author is a friend of mine with the same first name. And he was the second best programmer in class. I was the best one, of course. Modesty. Should we put it somewhere here, like that? Nah, that's black in black. That doesn't look good. Would you prefer red? I have a notebook of Google Summer of Code. Or a creator's playbook. But I think you can see that I'm on YouTube. Is blue a better choice? That doesn't go together. I'm pretty obsessed with this book, so it's probably a good idea to put it in my shelf. That's better. If you're watching my vlogs, and you know my catchphrase, you know that I'm a fan of making backups. And what represents backups? Of course, hard drive. Here's another hard drive, it was in my notebook. That's a flash drive. And with our extreme technical skills, we will build something so that you can also see, wow, that there's a hard drive. It's still working, by the way. I'm just not using it because I use solid state drive, like this one, because they're faster. But this one is broken. And with another USB flash drive thingy, we can do the same technique and put it here. I might return it at some point to get a new one, but until that happens, it stays in my shelf. Now that the lower deck is complete, we start with the upper deck. The first thing that I want to put here is a speaker. This thing even has a purpose in standing here, because there's music coming from it. And I like music. Yeah, if you have a 5.1 sound system, you should put the speakers to different locations. And here is the left rear speaker. Speaking of speakers, does not look good with the cable. We'll open them. And let them slide down. Because otherwise it's obvious that they're not plugged in. I mean, they won't be plugged in, but they're just here because otherwise they would be lying around somewhere else. I can't put them where they're supposed to be because the subwoofer, which belongs to them, is broken, so I returned it and got my money back, and now I still have those two speakers standing around. And they just got a new purpose: decoration. And because the upper deck represents music, I'd like to put a guitar there, but the guitar is a bit too big, so the ukulele will be fine. Or how about two? Voila! Just don't hit the shelf, because then they will fall. Nope, they won't. But it's still so empty at the sides. But now it's so empty in the middle. But in the middle, there's my face. Perfect. Yep, I'm happy that you only see the upper part of the shelf and not what's below. Oh yeah, we're done. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you learned a bit about me. And see you in my next video, where I'll have a better background than just a white wall. For one last time, let me present to you my shelf. I think that a video, even though it's not a good video, is better than not a video at all. And who knows, people might like it, so go ahead and upload it.